Hello friends and followers. Well, you're probably sick of seeing these amateur radios. This is again the Henry Tempo 1. And this video I'm going to go through how to tune these things up. I haven't really, I've done 3 of these now. This one is just about going. It does transmit. Now I'm just using a light bulb to verify the transmit capability of it. I can't yet get 40 meters figured out on this radio. But one problem I had was I couldn't get 15 meters to resonate. It turns out that the capacitor called C40 was, I wouldn't say it was suspect, but I had to add more capacitance in here. So here's a 3 kilovolt capacitor, that little blue one right there. And that's a Bojack special from the Tricoms. So there's a 330 PF right there. 3 kilovolts. I figured that would work. So there was a 200 in there, and that was not fitting the bill. This radio was hit by lightning. I'm not sure if it altered this capacitor or not, but at 200 puffs, I wasn't getting resonance on the 15 meter coil. So 15 meter coil is right there. So these are all hooked up in a line with a wire going through them all, and they do that through all the stages. So let's get familiar with what's going on in here. This thing is actually really well put together as far as tuning it. So when you tune these up, you can start with 80 meters. 80 meters coils are here. These are the actual crystal oscillators that they don't seem to really know or care about resonating a whole lot. They seem to just work. So I didn't really futz with these. Plus they have them all wax sealed. And when people get into these radios, they tend to muck around with the wax. So anyway, this is 80 meters here, which I had no idea when I first started working on these things. 80 meters is down here. So you start off at 80. You tune these two for peak receive, and then you go through all these here. This is 20 meters. This is 15 meters here, 10 meters. Okay, so you go through all these and peak the receiver first with the S meter on the calibrate. So you go to like 2.5 on the VFO and tune it for peak receive. 80 meters, 40 meters is here. The capacitor is missing, but that's 40 meters. 80 meters, 40 meters, do 20, 15, and 10 meters. Get it receiving first. And then to transmit, I just use a light bulb, and we'll go through how you do that now. We'll go through that in detail. So first of all, make sure your VFO is on 2.5, and this one is 2.5 with the 50. Get it right in the middle of the band. Go to 3.5 here, and mic gain up a tad, because that will cause your carrier to be greater or less. Grid at 12 o'clock. So you always want to keep your grid right smack at 12 o'clock. And that one is at 12 o'clock. So that's all you do there in tune position. And now you can begin tuning the rig. So I'm going to go to 80 meters. We're on 80 here. And try to get this close to 80 meters right there with the plate tuning. Okay, go to operate. And there's my light back there. A little bit of juice here. Watch your meter here. Give it some mic gain for carrier, and note the plate going up. And so I was using this on 80, so it is tuned up for 80. So there's my plate. I picked the plate. You don't need to really hammer this thing to tune it. Just get a little bit of current going through. Start off with 80. So here on 80, we're starting off here on these coils, and tweak these for the light to go max, and that's all you're going to do here. So tweak that one, see how that works. Tweak, 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 and then we go here, this coil here for 80 meters, and tweak it until light maxes out, just like that. Okay, go to off, and then go to 40 meters here. And now I'll move this to around 40 to 7 there. There we go. The plate. Now we're going to operate again. and look at our plate current. There's a little bit there. Oh, 40 doesn't work. So in this radio, 40 is kaput. Forget 40. Now we're going to 20. 20 meters and this radio works. I figured that one out. So here's 20 meters. So we're going to go to transmit. Actually move this thing here to 14. Down to 14 roughly. And I know 20 likes to have load about there, so that's where I'm going to put it. And we're going to go to operate. Watch your grid there. And you don't peak it here, just leave this at 12 o'clock. And watch your current there, a little bit of mic gain to increase the drive. Okay, there's some drive. There's a little bit of light there going on. Let's turn the plate until the light gets brighter, like this. Okay, that's all we're going to get. Back your load off. Nothing. Take the load back up a little bit. Lost it, huh? There it is. Okay, so that's all we're going to get on that. A little more gain here. A little more drive. All right, now that's enough. Okay, so your 20 meter coils are here. You don't need to fuss with these. Set your oscillators. Go here. And try and tune this one up. These coils are kind of shot from people, including me, tuning them. Okay, tweaking. Tweak that for max. See, this is already tuned because I already tuned it, but I'll just go through this with you and I now to tune it again, okay? Tune this one. Well, that is a huge improvement, isn't it? Holy crap. So, I'm on the right frequency. Well, I guess that was not tuned. My grid is 12 o'clock. Holy crow. Okay, so I'll take that. So, yeah, that's why it's worthwhile to tune this guy. So, there's 20 meters all tuned up. Hopefully the tube isn't whacking here. It's kind of high. Okay, back that off. Go to receive. Now we're going to go to 15 meters. On this radio, 15 was dead. And it was dead because of a few things. 15 was dead because on the rotary switch for the tank coil, way back in here, there was a little contact for 15 that was not making contact. Lightning had kind of baked it, so I rebent it and it's working now. So 15 didn't work for a contact way down in there, which I had to fiddle with. And then this capacitor was at 200 puffs, I suppose, which was this C40 capacitor, and I couldn't get resonance on the 15 meter coil, which is this coil right here, and I put a 330 puff in from the Chicoms. So this 330 puff capacitor has saved the day as far as 15 meters and probably 10. So when you fiddle with this capacitor, it changes every resonance in all these coils. So when you change this, you got to retune everything, okay? And I guess that's what I'm doing now. So let's go to 15 meters here on 21 megahertz. So there's 15 right there selected. So we're going to move this down a little bit toward 15. Going to go to operate here and look at our plate, look at our drive, increase our mic gain here a bit for some drive, so turn that up a little bit. A little bit of drive showing up there. All right, so let's try and get some light coming out of this thing. Looking for a dip here. Don't see a little dip there. Okay, there's a dip right there. See the dip? Little tiny dip there, right about there. Crank some more power up here. There's some light right there. Okay, so tune for max light on the plate. There's the max light. That's enough to tune with. We're within safe range on our plate current. So now we can diddle around with the 15 meter coils. So those coils are these are the 10s here. So these are the 15s right here. 10 and 15 is right here. So just diddle with this one here. If I can get the stick in there. Okay, peak it. That one was fine. How about this one here? Peak it, peak it. How's that one? That one benefited a bit, not much. Okay, so that's 15. We're all set. Okay, now for 10 meters on this thing. This thing has like CB band in it, so I pretty much tried to tune it like for a middle band because I wanted to listen to CB people and stuff. So let's see. This came like that. So 10 meters, and there's 3 crystals here. That's a real low one. That one's a little higher, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I picked this middle one here, which I don't know what it really is, but I'm just going to tune this one for max grid right there. Actually, no. What I did was I went all the way down here, and I think I went to 27. Okay, we'll tune it right here. Tune it right there. I could try for the middle ground here. But since I know I want to get real low, you have to kind of be careful with this thing. So turn that a little bit. Operate. Look for some drive here. No drive yet. Let's turn up the mic gain here for drive. Okay, look, there's drive. Now let's do a dip. There's a dip right there. And got any light yet? No. Change the load a little bit down. Do a dip again. Looking for some light. Gonna get some more gain here. No, it's not gonna give me gain. So this is probably way out of tune. Oh yeah, and I think the final on this thing needs neutralized too. It needs neutralized. It's a real mess. So what we'll do is we'll tune this for the best drive. So max plate current. So 10 meters begins right here. And I'm just going to diddle with this until I get some plate current out of it. So I'm diddling now. And that was tuned up perfectly. This one will probably make a difference over here. Let's try this guy, which is more toward the finals. That's the last thing before it hits the finals. Oh yeah, look at that. There's our drive right there. So keep it there, and then we got some power coming out now. So that's what we're gonna do with this one. And I think this thing can make some real power too. On 10 meters, I'm not sure. But anyway, 10's working somewhat. Let's try and... Whoa, yeah, 10. Oh, this thing really... Oh, this thing will go. So, yeah, that's probably about 80 watts on 10. Whoa, that's about 100 watts on 10. So this thing really has some capacity on 10 meters too. So that's, anyway, how to tune your tempo 1, Henry tempo 1, or your FT200. Okay, so this is 10 meters. That thing is really putting out some good power. That's about it. And I'll go over these coils again. So again, I'll emphasize, if you can't get 15 or 10 to work, this is C400 or C40, which you should change anyway. C40 looks like this little guy here. I took that out and I put in a Chi-Comp capacitor from the man called Bojack on Amazon. I put in a 330 puff capacitor. That's that little blue guy right there. And you saw we went through and retuned all the circuits. We had our grid in the middle, except on 10 where we had it kind of skewed toward the lower side, but every other band was in the middle. We had our VFO on 250. And we tuned all these. We started with 80 meters here. We can't tune 40, it's broken. We went to 20 meters here, 15 meters, whoa, look at that piece of wire, 15 meters there. We went to 10 meters here, and that's it. So you've learned how to tune your Henry Tempo 1 or your FT200. That's how to do it. The other important thing to do is this capacitor here is the famous I think C55. This thing apparently will short out. There's 200 volts on that side, or 300 volts, and there's like minus bias on the other side. And to show you how that works, let's just show you what a core conundrum and what a dangerous situation this thing is. We'll fire the meter up here. Turn on the meter. There's the meter, and we'll ground it, and we'll give you guys a live measurement. If I can get the stuff untangled, ground it up here, and Okay, here's C55. And here's the left side of it right there. And we're clocking in at, what are we clocking in at here? Left side. Looks like 310 volts on the left side, 310 volts there. On the other side, there is minus 48 volts bias. So that's why you don't want this thing to short. It tends to blow up the finals, it blows up the power supply, it blows up diodes, it blows up capacitors. It makes your day really bad. So you might have replaced this thing. And I have a new one in here, a new mica capacitor that I got from eBay. It looks to be a good candidate for what it does. And that's what the value is right there. So go for it. All right, that concludes my tune-up lesson on the FT200, the Summer Camp 250, and the Tempo, Henry Tempo radio. Looks to be a pretty good radio, and no wonder this thing kind of caused Drake to have a demise. I think it's better constructed than Drake's are. It's easier to use, I think. And it probably receives a little better, but I'm not sure it receives better yet. I almost want to put the Drakes to test. It probably won't receive better than R4B or R4C, but anyway, so looks like all these rigs are fixed now. These are the Tempo ones. I just got to fix this one over here and get the 40 meters working, and then they're all fixed. So that's kind of cool. I got to get a relay for one of them. So I've been ignoring these radios, the Drakes. Haven't turned these on probably in months now. I finally got these working. I have one of them for sale. Tantex, and this is a World War II radio here, the BC654A, that I got the receiver working, and I got to move on to the transmitter, get it working, and then that'll be completed. And that's about it. I think I'm gonna halt fixing radios for a while. It takes a lot of time, and I think it causes people to think I'm ignoring them, so I can't do that. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great day.